Kamarjava, everybody. Nice to see you. My name is Sveti, and I'm an admissions counselor at the American University in Bulgaria. My pleasure to present to you Katie. She's a student here.
Kamarjava.
We're here today in order to talk about the application procedure at the American University in Bulgaria and about the free TOEFL test that we are organizing in Tbilisi in the beginning of the year. Most of you who are seeing this video right now most probably know either me or Katie due to our, at least my school visits in the country, and Katie is originally from Tbilisi, so there is a very, very high chance that you see familiar faces. I'm saying this because if you already met us, you probably know a few things about AUBG and about the applications, etc., etc. But we're here today in order to give you further and more specific information and some tips on when and what documents to prepare first and when to submit them. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the interview, and you can share some experience with that as well. Just to let you know, I will be mainly speaking in English because I unfortunately don't speak Georgian
yet.
Yet. But Katie will say what I'm saying basically in Georgian. If you experience some difficulties, don't worry, you're safe and secured. Let me start with the application form and the application procedure in general. So if you are applying for the fall semester starting in September, this is the right moment to start gathering the documents, right?
Right.
Yes. So I usually recommend my students and the potential AUBG students, so the prospective students, you, to start with the essay and the recommendations because they take more time. Experience if you want to.
First of all, I'll mention my name so that you can contact me anytime. I'm open for questions anytime, and if you have social media, you can easily find Keto and Gingeraz over there. I'm a third year student at AUBG. I've been working for the admissions office for 3 years, so I referred many students here, so I think I'm a reliable person. So,
you definitely are.
Yeah. What was my experience about essay and recommendations? I think that if you know the person who can definitely recommend you and write some nice things about you, which might be interesting for us, you should, because why to wait? I guarantee that after the TOEFL and the pre-application process, you will have a lot to do together with visas, etc., etc. So if you have a person right now who can write this recommendation, let it be the first step and make your further job easier right now.
What I would say in addition to this is like an example, because many students are asking, who are the people who have to write the recommendation for me? So the requirement, the requirement is that we want 2 academic recommendations, meaning that you need to find 2 teachers from high school in order to give you 2 recommendations. But if you would like to send us an additional one, you can ask someone from an external, I don't know, organization that you take part of, as American Corner comes to my mind first because they're our partners and they've been, helping us a lot through the years.
And I'm an American Corner kid, and if it's a promotion, let it be.
I think it's appropriate to mention them because they are, very, very helpful, and they prepare the students very well.
They inform us really well. Yeah. And one very important tip is that it's absolutely free of charge.
So if you would like to, and if you are part of such thing, you can take an additional recommendation from your teacher. And if you're not part of an American Corner, or you are doing any kind of charity or you are taking part of any non-governmental organization in Georgia or whatever, wherever, you can ask those people to write a recommendation for you. That would help a lot. Regarding the essay, I think that it's not a big challenge to write an essay. There are two topics on the website of AUBG, aubg.edu, so you have the freedom to choose which topic you would like to write on. There is a word limit, so 650 words, which is, if not one page. That's all. Write whatever you would like to. Express yourself. Don't be shy. Take advantage of the fact that someone, actually many people, will be reading your essay and will see how you think, in what way, what is your point of view, etc., etc. Because the first person who will be reading the essay will be me. But then there is an admissions committee, there is a scholarship committee, so those people will be going through your applications and your materials. Take advantage of the fact that so many people will see the way you are thinking and what you are actually thinking. It will be very useful for you in order to get accepted to the university. First, though, in order to be able to send the essay and the 2 recommendations, you will have to have an application form. You can find it online on our website. As I mentioned, and I'll say it again, aubg.edu. It is a very basic one. It does not require so much information.
It just takes half an hour or an hour.
Something like this.
Something.
Yeah.
There might be some information which you might have to obtain later, which is not a big deal. So do not postpone it.
Yeah,
that's what I used to say.
Definitely do not postpone it. Do it first. We do work with Common App as well. So if it's easy for you to submit a Common App application, go for it, do it. It's up to you. We do have a, a personal AUBG, modified, if I can say so, application on our website. So it's up to you to decide. Once you submit the AUBG application, there will be a profile created for you, and there will be a username and password for you, which means that you have access to your profile online on our system 24 hours, 7 days a week, which means that you can upload any document that you have or any document that you are ready with online on the system, which brings me to my next point. So all of the documents, except for the financial aid documents, be submitted online. So you don't need to send any papers to us. Take this into consideration, and it's, in my personal opinion, it's a lot easier now.
It's a lot easier, it's cheaper, it's faster.
When you were applying, though, you had to submit almost everything on paper.
I DHL'd everything, and
yes.
So it's more than easier. It's approximately $100 for a couple of papers. So
indeed, we took the lesson and we made everything happen on internet, online. Yeah, it's way easier for the students, and especially people who are applying with Common App. You can upload everything.
Everything.
So
yes. I didn't use a common application, but.
For some of them, it's easier. For me personally, as someone who is familiar with both of the applications, I think that most of the students still prefer our application. I don't know why. Maybe because they are not ready with all the documents at the same time, and they upload it one by one whenever they are ready. That's probably the reason. Anyways, you have the freedom to choose which application you would like to submit, but regarding the rest of the documents, so something very important is the high school diploma. People are asking, okay, do I need to submit an actual diploma because I'm 12th grade and I'm still not, graduated? The answer is no, you don't need to submit a diploma, you need to submit a high school transcript. Important here. You need to submit a high school transcript for 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. So the 3 years of your education of high school, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. If you would like to, of course, you can submit the first semester of 12th grade if you think that it will give you an advantage and your GPA will be higher. What I mean by GPA is the grade point average. So it's the average mark altogether from the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. And if you'd like to present a transcript for the first semester of 12th grade, we can wait for that as well. It's up to you to decide. You will have to present the diploma of your high school when you come here on campus.
And it should be translated.
It should be, because we don't speak Georgian.
But it's okay. That's not something to worry about.
No, it's not that of a big deal. No, really. It's a further step in the process. So what you have to concentrate on right now, if you're planning to apply to AUBG, are the essay and the 2 recommendations. That's it. Is the CV and the portfolio as well. If you'd like to, because you've done quite a lot of things outside of school, you can share your experience with that and give tips.
I would love to do that. So I think that CV or portfolio is one of the most important things, because that's one of the components how the admissions counselors judge you. Of course, they don't judge you. They just.
Oh, actually, that's a very good expression, Katie, because not the bad manner of judging, but we are judging the candidates, because when you have 120 people applying, you have to judge some way and see who is a valid applicant, who is not a valid applicant. So it's a good expression, and you can say judge.
Okay. And CV matters in which sense, to make it clear, is that many applicants have the same TOEFL scores, many applicants have the same high school GPA, but they always differ in terms of their activities that they've been done throughout the high school. So if admissions counselor have some certain amount of money, they cannot give the same scholarships to everyone, of course. This is a good criteria, absolutely, to assess your personality, assess your learning skills, assess your curiosity, because AUBG campus is a very friendly campus, and we have more than 25 student clubs. And if you do not find any student club here, you can open your own, like I did this year.
Say something more about that. I think it would be interesting. It's not mainly concerning the application procedure, but why not switch the topic a little bit?
To give you more. Sure. I was doing a lot of activities throughout my high school, because I was a school president. I had to do that at some point. I was part of the American Corner Tbilisi, and if anyone is watching, greetings from here, because I think that the activities I've been through that school years really mattered. And I was also volunteering in different sports activities. I remember in 2015, my city, our capital, hosted European Youth Olympics, and that was an amazing experience. Yes, I was a chef attaché there.
Bravo.
Yes.
Well done.
It was
something new I learned for you today.
And recommend you that it's not too late. Do this kind of activities because it shows your curiosity, and it shows that you have something beyond your academic knowledge, which at the end of the day matters, but not as much as your personality, because your grades don't do anything. It's you who does something. So this year, like I said, I was really curious about psychology. And I was part of Psychology Club 2 back home in the Youth Palace. And when I came here, I didn't find psychology major, psychology minor, psychology classes. It was 2 years ago, and now we have this all. Probably, hopefully, we're gonna have a psychology major next year.
We already do. They announced it officially.
Yes.
That's what people tell me here, and that's what our director.
It went through 2 stages, and now Board of Trustees has to
they
allocate budget for it. I hope so.
They will.
I hope so. And I started fighting for this together with the professor who started teaching here last year. I established the Psychology Club, and we are moving forward with our events, and we are hosting amazing speaker next week who's coming from Greece. He's a scholar,
Oh,
and he'll talk about migration
nice.
in Greece, which is pretty exciting for us. So that's exactly my point. That if admissions counselors see your potential, if they see that you are beneficial for the AUBG campus life, which is super dynamic, and because at the day when my event is happening, we have a political science week, we have AUBG challenge,
A lot of things.
a lot of things going on the same day.
Last night when I came back from Varna, there were 4 events at
I
the
know.
same time at the building, and I was like, really? People, so
I
you
know.
know, it's so intense at this time of the year. I love it. I love it. People are doing things, and that's the idea of going to a university. Not only the education, but
I would agree that that's the idea.
Mhm.
You have so many opportunities, and
Definitely.
you definitely need to use those. So please do fruitful activities. They are fruitful in any ways, anywhere you go. They are your history and experience is finally what makes your personality. So this is a really main point. And thanks for Sveti for emphasizing it.
Sure, of course. I'm saying this mainly because many students when I meet them or at fairs, international fairs, students ask, okay, tell me what kind of scholarships do you have, and how do you decide to whom you would like to award the scholarship. The thing is that if I have to, be clear and precise, I can say that nobody knows how much in terms of scholarship you're going to get. The advice from my personal experience and point of view that I have with the Georgian students, what you can do is keep high GPA. I know that the highest grade that you can get at high school is 10, right?
Yes.
So you will have to keep a GPA 9 out of 10 at least in order to be able to qualify for a good scholarship. Also, I'm stressing on the English proficiency test, and I wanted to mention this as well. So we do accept TOEFL, we do accept IELTS, we do accept the Cambridge certificates. SAT and ACT are not obligatory anymore. So you can decide by yourself, by your own, whether you would like to take the SAT or ACT test. It's up to you. We don't require them. In terms of minimum scores, so the internet-based TOEFL minimum score is 80. The IELTS minimum score is 6.5. The Cambridge proficiency test minimum score is C, and the Cambridge advanced minimum score is B. We accept all of these, and there is no difference between them in terms of how we judge you, as Katie said before. We accept all of them, and all of them have the same, importance for us. It doesn't matter for us which one you're going to take. It does not give you any advantage if you take the TOEFL. The advantage is in the score that you get. The higher the score, the better chance you have for scholarship.
Absolutely
And
right.
the third component that forms the scholarships is exactly the portfolio. So the CV and portfolio, what you have done outside of school. At AUBG, we are seeking for candidates who have, how to say, many different interests and are not concentrated only on one single thing. Because in the future, you have to adapt easily in the fast changing, economy in the world situation, politics, everything. I mean, with a person like Trump as a head of USA, you can
Trump pops up
imagine.
here, so
Yeah.
like on my daily news.
Oh yeah. So he's a very, significant figure right now in the world economy
He
because,
is. No doubt.
USA,
He
come
is.
on. And all of these economic situations and things that are happening right now have to be taken into consideration. And when the time comes for you to be looking for a job in the future, you have to be extremely flexible because things are changing very fast, and you have to keep up with them in order not to be left behind and stay in the past somewhere, nowhere maybe. You have to adapt easily and be flexible. And that's why here comes the liberal arts system of education, actually. Maybe say a few words about that as well.
Liberal arts education nowadays is super popular, and I've heard that some universities are also going to implement the system in Georgia. This is the Western style of education, which works, because the idea is that you're going to have a chance to take all the classes according to your curiosity. If you're not sure what you want, you can try business administration, political science, journalism together. And then decide whatever you want. And that's actually what I did. I was sure about political science when I came here. I started learning it, and I loved it. But my second major was going to be economics. However, I discovered that I cannot think like an economist, and it didn't make sense for me.
You did fun though.
Took classes, and I decided that no, that's not something mine. And now we have also self-design major, which is worth mentioning for sure, because that's what I was going to do. As psychology major wasn't approved 2 years ago, but now it will be, and it actually will become an actual major. But if you're in,
are you going for the psychology major? Really?
I think so. If I have time, I think so too. And these are all the opportunities which come with the liberal arts education, and I think this is a real opportunity, lifetime opportunity to try yourself in different aspects of life. Because if you are going for the national exams in Georgia, you make up your mind right before you take the exams, because that's how it works. That's the system. But here, you can always change your mind.
Absolutely.
And you can always try new things together with new clubs, new classes, new professors. And once again, if you don't find whatever we have here, you can create your own. This is the best part of liberal arts education. It's super flexible. And in terms of flexibility, it's the best. Because you most probably are mostly 18 or 19, and in this age you basically don't know what you want.
And that's okay.
Then that's okay. But in Georgia it's not okay. So
I guess it's not okay for the parents. It's okay for the kids not to know what they want to do, but when the parents are putting way too much pressure on you,
maybe
that could get ugly. That's why, as Katie said, it's very beneficial for you guys and girls that we offer the liberal arts system of education. So you have the first 2 years during your freshman year and sophomore year to take classes, to decide, to make a choice based on your experience. And I know a lot of people like you actually who decided they want to do economics, but they then graduate with literature, journalism, or something like this.
Yes.
And that's completely okay with us. Something else that I wanted to mention is actually so upon graduation, you will be receiving 2 diplomas from the American University in Bulgaria. One of them is an American diploma, because we are actually accredited in the United States of America from the same organization that accredits Harvard. So we are fully 100% accredited, and the diploma is recognized worldwide. The second diploma is the European diploma, because Bulgaria is part of the European Union. So you have all of the European supplements, and you can imagine that the world becomes an open door for you. And you can continue either your education or your, whatever you would like to do. And that's very beneficial as well. We mentioned something about, the courses that they can take. I would like to say here that we offer quite many exchange programs, and you are the person to tell the story regarding Erasmus and ISA.
Okay. We have exchange programs at the university, which is natural. In Georgia, we also have Erasmus program, which you be familiar with, which you might be familiar with. But additionally, we have ISAP exchange program, which offers exchange opportunities in the
Tell
United
them where you're
States.
going. Please tell them where you're going.
I am not going to Alaska anymore.
Why?
Because the university has problems and they cannot offer the classes
Oh,
in my
I got
major.
disappointed now.
Me too. I
Are
was
you
so
going
used to
somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm going to Illinois.
Illinois then.
Near Chicago.
She was going to go to Alaska. That's why I got so excited, because I was in Alaska twice and it's amazing. But I guess
It is
Illinois
amazing.
is not bad as well.
That's why I wanted to go there, to have an adventure and
Experience wildlife.
personal space, experience wildlife, but maybe some other time.
Hopefully.
Sometimes it happens that the program also changes its
No.
mind, and they are like, oh, I'm sorry, we have some technical issues right now at the university and we can't host you maybe some other time, or they are offering different options, which happened with me and with my roommate as well, Lika, who is currently already in the United States studying for a semester in Washington, and she's having an amazing experience. And actually, she was sort of my motivation to apply for this program too. And I think that's a really cool opportunity, even though I'm not there. I still feel excitement, how different classes they have. Like I said, AUBG, but we do not have like 50, 100 majors like in the big colleges of the United States, just because we are not that big establishment. Colleges, when you go there, you realize that they have classes that they aren't here, a lot of things which we also have, which might not have, and that's how you make basically choice.
What I hear from students actually is that yes, universities abroad have more opportunities in terms of majors and minors, but have nothing in common with the student life here. With the people.
I know. And you know what I've heard too, that like this many opportunities create confusion. Yes. And people don't like this many opportunities. When you have to choose between two, you can choose, but when you have to choose between 50 and 200, that's just too much and overwhelming. This is how it works.
Yeah, that's how life generally works, you know. When you have a wide range of a variety in terms of, you know, being able to choose from many different things, people get confused easily. I don't know why. Maybe that's part of the psychology kind of thing. That, you know,
that is a psychology thing,
right?
For sure. Yeah, that is a
psychology.
Many choices create dissatisfaction.
Yeah, true.
So, and I am already dissatisfied because I cannot choose between my classes. I can't. I can take 200 classes, but I'm allowed to take only 5.
Student life.
Student life.
Sorry.
Yes, and now I'm thinking that I have everything settled. I know what I'm gonna take here this semester because I have planned. Now my plans are just ruined all of a sudden.
Well, here in Bulgaria, we say that, you know, plans that you make at home don't go on the market, usually, because there are some people there and think differently.
I think that's exactly the point of an exchange program too. That's something new, something fresh. You experience absolutely different life, and trust me, United States is completely different from the world we see in Europe.
True.
Whoever's been there knows it.
Sorry.
And yes, think about it. We have exchange opportunities too.
One of the last steps of the application procedure is the interview, actually. So the interview is something important as well.
And the most fun?
It is fun. It is very, very funny because, not funny, but fun. I would say. Yeah. It gets funny from time to time. You know, when the admissions counselor gets overexcited because of the applicant who is, you know, on the other side of the screen.
Yeah, I know. And it's very good if you get a counselor excited.
Exactly. It's positive, and we're giving you extra points and all that kind of, cool things. Usually happening online on Skype. You don't have to worry about that, because many people are asking me, okay, do I have to be present, physically present at the American University in Bulgaria for the interview? No, we cannot force Georgians or Americans or Mongolians to fly over. Yeah, Mongolians.
Or barely go back.
Yeah.
During winter break, because it's
No.
too far and too expensive.
So we do everything online, guys, and you don't have to worry about that. We ask basic questions to the interview, during the interview, to the potential students, to the applicants, questions who will show us your motivation, what and how much do you know about the American University in Bulgaria, what and how much do you know about the liberal arts system. It's nothing to stress for, just do your research well. That's my personal advice. Go online on the website of AUBG, read a lot about our programs, what we are, who we are, where we are, and what we are doing, and you will be more than okay. Also, prepare yourself to tell us a little bit more about your personal life in terms of, extracurricular activities, experiences that you have internationally, all that kind of interesting things that you can share with us. So the interview, if I have to set a timetable for you in order to be more clear, now you have to start with the application procedure. If you would like to go to the free TOEFL test that we are organizing, you'll have to be ready with most of the documents by January 3rd. So I would like to stress on that and tell you what you have to have prepared for the TOEFL test in order to register for the TOEFL test are the following documents: an essay, 2 recommendations, and a high school transcript. If you would like us to wait for your transcript from the first semester of 12th grade, you can upload it later. So you can now request from your high school information regarding 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. And afterwards, when you're done with the first semester of 12th grade, just present us with the 12th grade, high school transcript. Saying again, in order to get clear, form that you are going to be doing online, an essay, 2 recommendations, and high school transcript. Again, from the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. All of this has to be with me at the office, online, on your system, on your profile, latest by the 3rd of January. Keep this in mind, because there is no more time left, not much time left. You have nearly a month and a half.
Yes,
Yeah.
And as if that's a very, very important information, maybe I better say in Georgian as well.
Yeah.
So იმისათვის რომ დაიწყოთ აპლიკაციო ფორმა, უпроსტორად გააკეთოთ უნივერსიტეტში apply, თქვენ დაგჭირდებათ ესე, სამოტივაციო, სადაც ინტერნეტის ვებგვერდზე მითითებული არის 2 თემა, უნდა არჩიოთ იქიდან არის საუდებლო 2 თემის დაწერა. უნდა გამოაგზავნოთ ეს 3 იანვრამდე პირად CV-სთან ერთად, ანუ ის აქტივობები, რაც გაქვთ 19-11 კლასის განმავლობაში განხორციელებული სკოლის მიღმა და ეს არის TOEFL-ის ქულა. TOEFL არის English proficiency test, რომელიც ამოწმებს თქვენი ინგლისური ენის ცოდნა, დარწმუნებული ვარ, როცა სურვილი აქვს საერთაშორისო განათლების მიღების ამაზე ინფორმაცია გაქვთ. კიდევ ერთხელ გავიმეორებ, ეს არის სამოტივაციო ესე, CV ანუ პორტფოლიო და TOEFL-ის ქულა უნდა იყოს AUBG-ში გამოგზავნილი 3 იანვრამდე მაქსიმუმ. 3 იანვრამდე გაქვს დრო 2018 წლის.
A few words regarding the location. So because we will be, of course, sending more information via email to those who are interested. But we are doing the paper-based free TOEFL test at the office of OSI Education USA, which is in Tbilisi. We do also have a local coordinator there who is helping a lot with every single question that you might have. She's based in Tbilisi, she's working there, living there, so you can, approach her. It is free. Yeah, the consultations are free. You don't need to pay any single Georgian Lara.
And
For that.
many people pay $10,000 and a lot of money for
Really?
college counseling. Yes.
Oh, no.
And
We
they
provide
offer
that for
free
free.
assistance. So
Her name is Natia Nanava. So you can find her contact information online on our website as well. I will be sending emails with all of what we said tonight to all of our database of students who provided us with their contact information. These are people who are interested at the university, and I personally met, or Katie met, or someone else who is part of AUBG met somewhere in Georgia. So we have your information and your details, and I will be sending all of what we said tonight summarized in bullet points so it's clear. And then we'll also include the contact information of Natia. We will do the TOEFL test together with her at her office. When the date is the 20th of January. I think it's a weekend. I am sure that it's a weekend.
It should be
Saturday, probably.
They do this every year on Saturday.
So 20th of January is a Saturday. We still have not decided on the exact, time when we will do the test. It depends on how many people from different cities express interest. Because there might be someone from Tel Aviv, or someone from Akaltsikhe, or someone from Batumi, or Kutaisi, or Rustavi. Depends. It depends. So if someone from Batumi has to travel to Tbilisi test, we will probably do it at noon, maybe at 12 o'clock or 11:30 or something like this. We are actually planning to organize a free TOEFL test in Batumi as well. So if someone from Batumi is watching, please contact me, let me know, because if we have more than 5 people interested in free TOEFL test in Batumi, we're going to do it there as well. We have representative in Batumi, so we have someone who can help you there as well. Just keep me updated and keep in touch with me and let me know so I can set up everything and prepare everything so that it can be convenient with you. And that's the main thing. If it's okay and convenient for the students, as well. So as I said, it all depends on how many people and from where these people come from in order to decide at what time to prepare for the test. Again, stressing on the date 20th of January and stressing on the fact that all of the documents we mentioned before must be with us by the 3rd of January. 3rd of January is the first working day of 2018. So you have to start thinking about gathering the documents at this moment, basically, when you're watching the video. Okay, last thing actually that I would like to mention, because when you go online on our website, you will see it, and many people are asking about it. What about the application for financial assistance? So scholarships are different from the financial assistance, and scholarships are awarded based on your academic performance at high school, based on your score from the English proficiency test, based on your CV and portfolio. Financial assistance is awarded on needs. So based on your financial situation, and not only yours, based on the financial situation of your families. More specific documents are required for the financial assistance, and I'm not going to say anything regarding this because we are going to have a separate webinar, scholarships, talking about financial assistance documents, giving advices, giving tips, giving hints, and saying more specific information regarding the scholarships and the financial assistance documents. This is going to happen in the beginning of December. Decided when exactly because I have a few trips ahead of me, in front of me, so I don't really know when I'll be back. Second week of December. I will keep you updated though. We'll send you emails, we will give you calls. Don't get too annoying for you. All of this information is very useful for you guys, I believe, because if someone have decided to apply to a university, they have to be curious and they have to research very well to get very well informed and to make the final decision which is going to be beneficial for them in the future. Because the idea to go to a university is not only get your diploma in your hands, but actually use the diploma afterwards. So I truly believe that the American University in Bulgaria is one of those places where you can, start broaden your horizons and show your potential. And we are here to help you. Katie as well, our professors, our, staff, the students, especially my, see that Georgian students are very close to each other and they help a lot each other.
Open to help. I've been hands for 3 years, and I'll be doing it as far as people have questions and as far as people keep approaching me. So please do so. I am ready to be disturbed to say so. And since we were talking about exchange programs as well, the importance of research around the university. When you go to the exchange, that's also what matters. How the university can know if you're suitable or no, if they like you or no, is that how much information do you actually know about them, and how engage yourself in on-campus activities.
We want to feel special, that's why.
Exactly. And most interview is about yourself, and who doesn't like talking about oneself? So don't be scared. The AUBG people are very flexible, very friendly. Sveti is a clear example. And please, if you have any kind of problem, any kind of question, if you need help,
let us know. Yeah, as Katie said, I don't mind if you would like to find me on Facebook as well. Quite many students are taking this opportunity, and believe me, the communication there is way easier for me as well. As a person who is dealing with 4 different countries and 4 different markets, it's easier for me to remember faces and see the personality behind the face. And that's why I encourage you to find me on Facebook as well. You can find my information either through Katie or online on the website, just my full name, Cvetanka Grakovska. It might be a bit difficult for some of you. So find me online, ask questions, be curious, and we will be more than happy to assist you. And as I said, stay tuned, and we will do another webinar, maybe together with Katie as well, if she's available. That will be.
It's not in the second sentence.
Stop reminding me that you're going to exchange, girl. I'm gonna miss you. All of you.
One more thing, since we are here, student and a counselor, how do we get together? Oh. That's an interesting fact. Oh. So there's on-campus jobs available for on-campus. Already many offices which need the students' help. Welcome to these offices. For me, this office was admissions office, and I'm very happy to do this job. And yes, I know you have this question. We get paid for this job, and this helps me a lot to buy my textbooks, sometimes buy my own food, pay for my meal plan, etc., etc. So that's a kind of motivation to that you will have a chance to find an on-campus job, which might help you to reduce your living expenses, let's say so.
It's, yeah, this is something very say, because last year we did send a Georgian student for recruitment to Georgia alone, doing high school visits, doing presentations, and it was a lot of fun as far as I know. And not only this, my point here is that you can experience how I feel and what I do and what we at the admissions office do. And you know, as a person who is on the other side right now, applying, thinking about the university, when you get accepted and come to AUBG and come to the admissions office, see how it feels to be on the other side of the screen and doing a webinar and participating in many activities in the open house day, giving calls to students, sending emails, you know, doing tons of many different interesting, fun stuff. So I will be actually more than happy to see even more Georgian students getting engaged with these activities and coming to study at AUBG, because we have many, many things to offer to you.
That's true.
That's why we're here, to help, answer questions, and, you know, support you through the process. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next webinar. Thank you, my love, for having tonight. It was
my
very
pleasure,
useful.
always.
Good luck to all of you guys. As I said, you'll receive an email from us with all the information that we talked about tonight. And if you have any questions, you can send an email back or give me a call. There will be my contact information. Do you mind if I include your Facebook account?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I will include Katie's Facebook account as well. So if you feel...
Do you have a referral program this year? I'm sorry.
I think
okay,
it is completely shut for now. But
so we don't talk about this.
Yeah. So if you have any questions and you feel better, you know, it's easier to contact her rather than me, go for it. We will both be happy to help you and assist you. Waving to our colleague who just approached the office, and we're waving to you for goodbye. Nakvamdis from me. And I hope to see you at the AUBG one day next year, in the next 2 years, whenever you are applying. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your attention, and good luck with the application process. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me or Sveti.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.